Hey, King Fauci, guess what? You're a piece of shit. You know, you need to remember the Revolutionary War was fought against a king. You're causing a war to come to this nation, and I hold you responsible for that. I am holding you responsible for that. And anybody in this United States should hold you responsible to that. And it's called a Revolutionary War because it's going to be the United States government against the United States people. Just like the dictator king of England was against the people, which was the government of that time. So, Fauci, I'm going to hold you personally responsible. You should be held personally responsible right now and taken out of your freaking office and tried for crimes against humanity, being that you know you support the WHO. You give money to the WHO, and they were just outed by Novavax CEO, stating that he is in cahoots with the World Health Organization to make new strains of Omicron. Now let's look at the timeline, shall we? Uh, Omicron has been around less than a month. Now, in less time than that, a new vaccination came out for Omicron. Is also approved by the FDA. So, did they know about Omicron long before this? And he was just telling the truth? I think the man didn't even realize what he was saying until he said it because he had a deer in the headlights look like, why did I just say this? He admitted to making the Omicron. He admitted to making more variances of the Omicron. And you expect us to believe you anymore? Anybody that believes Fauci is an idiot, a moron, and a dumbass, and you get what you deserve. People, wake the fuck up. They have admitted to having strike forces ready to take out people. That was Paskey, Biden's fucking secretary of freaking news secretary, and she had a little look on her face of like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Admitted to having not task force, strike force. Strike force means they're coming to get you and take you away. Now in New York, they're trying to pass a law and make it law through the legislation. Bill, uh, New York Bill uh, A416, that is so open ended that anybody farts and someone turns them in for it, they could deem them a health risk and take and put them into a medical facility. That's all they have to do. The governor and her cronies, all they have to do is deem them a health risk. You go to fucking a camp, a FEMA camp, medical facility, as they quote unquote call it, or even as much as prison for an indefinite time until they see fit to let you out because you are no longer a No longer a health risk. You should go read that, people. I did. It'll scare you to death. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has just said 2 days ago, anybody uh, without vaccination, life is going to become uncomfortable and unfun for those people in Chicago, Illinois. So it's happening, people. And now they're admitting, damn right, outright admitting to making an infectious disease and putting it out on the people. Just so this guy can have a totally untested vaccine that got passed by the FDA uh, out on the market and make money. And what else is in that? They just decided after, what was it, a year and a half of saying there's no such thing as TTS, just 2 weeks ago admitting there is such a thing as TTS from the vaccines. That was from the CDC when they did their vote 2 weeks ago. Now, y'all need to fucking wake up and put these timelines together and figure this shit out together. And you'll find out these people are just fucking with you. It's easily done, but you ain't doing it. Wake up. That's just a small bucket of what I found. And I keep getting called a liar, a dumbass, and a fucking idiot. But now I get to tell you I told you so yet again. To those who call me a liar, idiot, dumb fucking moron. Told you so. It's coming. You could either stick your head in the sand and pray to God it passes you by, which it will not. Or you can find whatever you want, which side you want to be on. And I honestly don't want to be on the side of failing government. That has been nothing but a failure since he's walked into office. Need I need to remind you, Afghanistan, shutting down the Keystone Pipeline, causing inflation to happen quicker and faster. Letting trucking companies, there's 24 of them by the end of this year, going to completely shut down. Completely shut down. In the middle of a freaking crisis, supposedly. A self-inflicted crisis, if you ask me, by the government. Imagine what it's going to be like next year once 24 trucking companies shut down, people. Think about that. Or they become under government control. That'll be even worse. Because then the food and whatever gets distributed wherever they want it to go. Fuck the rest. Y'all need to think about this, people. This is big, big shit happening. And if you don't believe me, there's plenty of truckers out there on YouTube talking about the 24 trucking companies that are be shutting down by the end of the year. Due to they can't pay their taxes because it's too high now. Their liability is more than what they can withstand to keep their trucking company going. Thanks to Biden. That's Biden's. You should thank Biden for that. These are the things we're dealing with right now, and none of you are even fucking opening your eyes to look at it. Maybe it's time to wake up. I hate to say it, we're in the 13th hour, people. If you don't wake up soon, it's done. Y'all sit there and fall along the wayside. And that'll be it for you. I pray for this country every night. I pray for things to go right every night. But when you sit there and you preach the truth left and right and been for doing it for 2 years now. 2 years before the Omicron, before COVID, before Omicron, before Delta, before any of them. Got called a dumbass, an idiot, a tin hatter, a moron, every name in the book, and now it's all coming true. Huh. And now y'all are running with it. Oh, I'm a sheep. Bah! I'm a sheep. Bah! Give me that shot. Give me that shot. I don't know what it is, but give me that shot. My government said it's okay. Sheep. That's all you are. And that's all they think you are. Cattle. Sheep. Nothing more. You're another number. Just one more number. Y'all ain't even looking at that. You know, some of these people got it right. Look to God. Maybe you should start